Chatterbox, working on my watch hours, you guys. And y'all, when I tell y'all how good God is, I want to say this to you right now, just in just the little bitty things. And I know I've been talking about, I'm not trying to take y'all to church every day. I'm not a preacher. My dad is, okay? Mr. Brown is. But just in every little step you take, if you ask him to be there, he will be there. You guys know that I was assaulted on the 26th of June and whooped like a slave. I mean, when I tell you that this whooped the skin off of me and then robbed me, had her little henchmen running all off in my car looking for something to steal, and they found something to steal. However, that was unwarranted. So, of course, she whooped me quiet as a dove. It wasn't no screaming or no nothing. Nobody saw what happened except for Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown was the one that set it up. Mr. Brown came down there and looked. Oh, after she had whooped me like a dog out of my shirt and my bra, he came around and I was like, ooh, he looked and looked around the car because she was whooping me quiet as a dove. It wasn't no screaming going on, nothing like that. Beating the shit out of me, okay? He said, ooh, with no shirt, no bra, and ran back down the street. Now, his partner, the whole situation was built upon the one that she was angry and whooping me like a slave for, whooping me like a slave. When I tell you the bitch whooped me like a slave, ain't no shame in my game. I'm a pretty girl. I'm a mother. And I don't fight like a dog in the street. I don't do any of that. I have been in 4 fights in my life. And I'm 30 plus. I don't do that. Bitch, I'm a moneymaker. I don't have time to be outside fighting on no rack. No, I'm at work making money for my family as a productive part of the society. So, and with this bitch being 52 years old and 6'2", 210 pounds, she whooped me like a dog. Okay? And so I ain't ashamed to say it. And I, as quietly as a dove as she whooped me, stomped me, kneed me, and robbed me, I quietly got my bra and my shirt and my cell phone and got back in the car. I actually was on the phone with my friend Antonio the entire time she was whooping me. But he didn't know that she was whooping me though. And she kept saying, "You lied to me. You lied to me." She kept saying, "You lied to me." About what? What did I lie to you about, sweetie? Well, we're going to don't even worry about that because we're going to have to explain that to the police, okay? Whoop my head. Y'all saw how she had whooped my head. Whoop my head. Ain't no shame. I'm telling it. I'm telling it. Whoop my head. My shit was all big and black and closed and knotted all up. Y'all saw Dr. Mommy. Ain't no way in the world I was going to let a bitch get away with anything like that. I had to call the police. I don't even know you. You over here stressing about a man that don't want you. And Peaches is the one that's been laying and playing with your daddy. Peaches is the one. She's pregnant now. But yeah, who knows who the baby daddy is. But guess what? She's the one that's been laying and playing with your daddy. He is short, a little bitty man. And I would never have him. You're a junkie, brother. You're a closet junkie. Okay? And you're little. I will crush you with these ass cheeks. You too little for me, baby. If you look at Dr. Mommy's repertoire and then look at my children, you know that came from a big old man. Look how big my 11-year-old is. Look how big my 15-year-old is. Come on now, by Dr. Mommy. She caked up too, baby. That's too much cake back there for no little man. Okay? So I wouldn't deal with that. I've never had one conversation with your man. You whooped the wrong bitch. And that is why you caught an aggravated robbery charge. And so did your friend. Now your friend has all of these children. Why would she get involved with something like that? When you came around the car, she already had whooped me out of my bra, my shirt, robbed me. You know what I'm saying? Head all swollen up as it. She didn't need your help. Again, this bitch is 6'1", 210, and 52 years old. She didn't need your help, baby. So you put yourself into that situation. And we are going to court at the end of this month for the little thin dreadhead bitch that inserted herself into the situation. And for the big bitch, we go to court for you in November. Yeah, me and my mama gonna be there with bells on, baby. Ain't no motherfucking way in the world you gonna come put your hands on the queen, and I'm not gonna tell on you. See, I'm not in the streets. I'm not in the streets, baby. I'm not in the streets, and I don't deal with no junkie. You talking about some? You been with your man for 5 years? Ruby, you hear me now? Do you hear me now? I've been in 4 fights in my life. We didn't have to fight. We grew up on post. My dad was in the army. You see what I'm saying? In the army, the military. We lived on post. My dad was a preacher. All we did was church, school, sports. We didn't even get to listen to secular music like Tupac and Biggie and all of that. We had to sneak and listen to that. People be like, you're not into Tupac? It's not that I'm not into Tupac. It's just that I didn't really have access to him like that. I loved Lauryn Hill, was popping back in the day. Brownstone, I loved Brownstone. But I didn't have access to Tupac and Biggie because my dad wasn't going. Like, why would we hypersexualize? Music hypersexualizes the children. You have to be careful what you impute into your children on the phones, on the TV. When they would leave, they would put a lock on the cable box. Yo MTV Raps, baby, we have to sneak and watch Yo MTV Raps. Tigger in the basement, we used to have to sneak and watch that type of stuff. My daddy didn't play that. So I thank him for that because not all black fathers are absent. My dad wasn't. My dad was stomped down, beat your ass, take you to church, maintain the house, cook, clean, micromanage his children, his wife, his career, and he didn't play no games. So not all black men are absent out of their children's lives. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? But for you niggas that is absent, shame on you. Now back on to these bully bitches, okay? Again, court justice for Dr. Mommy. Hashtag in the comments, you guys. Ruby, if this is resonating with you, baby, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Everybody that's in the chat right now, y'all do me a big favor. It helps me so much if you can hit that thumbs up. And because it's only one thumbs up, but it's 9 people in the chat. Let's make the chat number resonate with the thumbs up, you guys. It helps me so much, and I appreciate that. And it's free. It costs you nothing. You sitting here watching me. Why not hit the thumbs up? You feel what I'm saying? Straight up like that. But yeah, so let's see here. Okay, put your hands up if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, because it's let me see. It is 9 people in the chat. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to hold on, give everybody an opportunity, because you might be at work typing. You might be whatever it is that you're doing. But let's make these views match the thumbs up, okay, you guys? Because that helps Dr. Mommy. That puts us in the atmosphere. That pushes me closer to being monetized. And I thank you. It helps me. And it's free. I'm at work right now. I got time to talk to you. So please, if you would. Now, let's get back on the topic at hand. The bullies. Baby, I am a police calling bitch. I'm not out here making trouble. I take care of my children and I go home. If you put your hands on me and I live to see who you was, you're going to jail. Because guess what? We can say whatever we want to say to each other. But don't put your hands on me. You're going. Okay? And see, you're only a snitch if you're in the streets. I'm not in the streets. So if you do something to me, I'm going to call 911 with the quickness. Okay? Everybody, thumbs up if you feel me where I'm coming from. Thumbs up if you feel me where I'm coming from. I'm at work on the clock right now. Okay? Minding my own business. Peaceful. You hear me? Just like the day that happened. I thought that was my mama. That was my yellow bone, y'all. So anyways, we had to take care of that. And now I'm back, you guys. Be sure to think positive. Make sure that you are grateful for the little that God gives you. That way he can give you dominion over a lot. You understand what I'm saying? If you're always complaining, and I'm actually speaking upon a particular individual that's in Austin, Texas. We're too grown for that. You have to grow out of people. I love you to death, but I know what you'll do to me over a small argument. I would never trust you again, and I would never allow you to take me out of town, out of my comfort zone, like it was in Baton Rouge, and you shit on me like you did to me, and I didn't deserve that. And so for that reason alone, you're not in control of your emotions. So I would never deal with you like that ever again. And not only that, but I'm not going to give you any more space in my head or in my heart because you're not loyal. You're not loyal. And I cut that person off. That was one of my longest friends that I've ever had in my life. And I have cut her off before, but I let her back in. And there was the negativity. I'm not focused. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody to talk to that's going to have me off focus. I like to surround myself with people that are in the atmosphere that I'm in, halfway full instead of halfway empty. And I'm speaking directly but indirectly. This message is for whoever deserves, whoever needs the message. This is who's going to pick the message up. And if you're offended, then maybe you need to change up some things. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're a real friend, you're going to be there indeed. Okay? You're going to be there indeed. A lot of times when people have a whole lot of things going on in their life, they have nothing to lose. So they'll throw your ass up underneath the bus quick. They already are cased up, nothing to lose. Can afford to go to jail or anything like that. And then here you are doing the right thing, fucking with the wrong person, and there it goes. Pop goes the weasel. See, that person may have been able to get away. Soon as you went to Baton Rouge, what happened? Huh? And not even Baton Rouge, Montgomery. Now that was a totally different situation. But what I'm saying to you is when you're around the wrong people, bad things happen. You have to avoid the unlucky. If the person is telling you that they have bad luck, why do you keep fucking with them? Oh, that's your family. Oh, that's your friend. Baby, we too grown for that. If you are 30 plus, you have to master the art of detachment. And the moment that you do that, the moment that your life will become much more plentiful, much more bountiful, much more tranquil, positivity. You will have so much more positive things happening in your life because you're cutting off the dead weight. Bitch, you're in a major city, Austin, Texas. You're lazy. You're lazy. And you're not always going to get it the way you want it. You need to be grateful for the opportunity. I don't want to sit up on the phone and listen to a bitch that's complaining about being in the capital of Texas. You're talking about you don't get the money out there because you're not putting forth an effort. Same way you put forth an effort to drive across America to get the money, to get to your preference. See, it's the difference between there's no money out here and driving across America to get the money where your preference is. Bitch, I don't have no preference. I will go from job to job to fulfill these needs at my house and to be a full-time parent. See, I gave birth to these children. They come from my loins. I'm going to provide for them. I'm going to impute into them because they are management. And they need to know that. I'm not going to put anything before my children. My boys need me. I see a lot of times bitches will, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, it flew away. I was going to put the butterfly on camera. Y'all have been catching a lot of butterflies over the past week or two. But yeah, stay away from them type of people. You do not want to have those. You don't want to have those people. Every time you talk to a motherfucker, they're not satisfied. They're always complaining. Mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, longest friend you ever had in your life. It doesn't matter. Okay? Master the art. Today is Motivational Monday. And you know what, you guys? The most powerful thing that I ever learned to do was say no to the people that I love. That I felt like the love was not being reciprocated. And I don't want to tell you no. I want to tell you yes, but I feel used after I tell you yes. And so I had to ask God to give me the strength. Once I learned how to say good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon. Once I learned how to say no to the people that I love the most, oh, it was some bullshit going on. Did y'all see how Finesse 2 times and his mama and his sister's name started beefing because he told her no? After all the times I told you yes. Now I'm a dog ass nigga because I won't say yes to you. Mama, I'm working for this money so I can take care of me and my family that I have made. It's not my job to grow up and go off into the world to take care of you. Now, if I do provide for you, that's a blessing. But you're going to get on this Beyonce's internet and dog me like that? That means you wasn't appreciative. You feel entitled. Let me tell you something, Chatterbox. We are not entitled to somebody else's money. Okay? If that man go out there and make that money, if that woman go out there and make that money, if that woman goes out there and is taking care of herself and her family, don't feel entitled to anything that she worked hard for. That's not yours. If you want that, you have to go out there and get it on your own, brother. You got to go out there and get it on your own. Do not feel entitled to something that someone else worked for. That's ridiculous. And I feel like that's a problem. Okay. And so with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna land my plane there. Um, and get on this Tyreek radio. OG Murder, you've been missing for a couple of days, brother. We need you back in the office. Sean, Braids by Sean. I was wondering where you been, Yellowbone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I have been exceptional, and it's getting better and better and better and better, baby. Why? Because I'm cutting off dead weight. I'm cutting off relationships. I have been cutting off relationships that no longer suit me. You know, we might have been friends way back in the day before you stepped on my toes and you destroyed my laptop. Now I can't trust you. Especially the reason why you destroyed the laptop. Now you came up with something that blew my mind to make yourself feel good, but you destroyed that laptop behind something real petty. I would never trust you to take me out of town again anywhere, because see, I have to make it back to my family. See, whether or not you make it home or not, your baby daddy and his mom are going to take care of those kids. See, I'm not a part-time parent. I'm a full-time parent. Okay? So I'm speaking directly to you, bitch. And you did that, and I would never fuck with you like that again. Okay? Period. And that's that. So with that being said, I'm very grateful for God waking me up this morning. Braids by Sean. How is life moving and grooving for you?
There?
Where, baby?
Your mom's. You didn't text me the number.
Oh, I didn't.
No.
Oh my goodness, because I'm on live.
Right
and
now.
when I left, when I passed by Mama's house, when I passed by Mom, hold on, you guys, hold on, real quick, you guys.